Well, there was $10,000 that I didn't want to have to spend, but you have to spend it anyhow. Eight brand new tires for the four-wheel drive. Ended up going with Carlisle's 18438 CSL 24s. One thing I was happy about, they're 10-ply tires. That's nice. Unfortunately, they're tube type. They are just bias ply, because originally I was going to get Firestones because I priced them out. No, I remember I talked about it in a video, however long ago it was, right there back before Christmas. Firestone 18438 23 degree sat bias plies were down to 1100's tire. Sweet. And there was that showed 50 or 55 of them in stock. Carlisle's were 1027 a tire. It's like, well, shit, for another 75 bucks, I'll just buy the Firestones and have Firestones. Fast forward to last week when I went to order, finally, order tires. They were down to 15 Firestones in stock, so they sold 40 tires and obviously didn't make any to replenish the stock. And they were up to $1,400 a tire. So you sell 40 tires, don't replenish the stock, manufacture your own tire shortage, and apparently that's enough to charge $300 more a tire that were already sitting in stock and didn't cost you an extra dime to make. And the Carlisles were still down to 1,027 a tire, and then $158 a piece for tubes. You're up to $1185 a tire. So you were still cheaper. And I could have went up to Carlisle radials, but that would have been $1,300 a tire. So they would have been tubeless, but you still would have been $1,300 a tire. So there's the tires, tubes, and then those are the 670 15s for the crimper because it needs new shoes. But they had to get these from 3 warehouses to get enough, and apparently 2 of them came from the same warehouse, and you'll see it better, but they're smashed flat. Well, this one's smashed flat, this one's half smashed flat. You'll see them when we get them unloaded. But it had to be done because them tires that were on it are starting to scare. Well, 5 of them are okay, but I wasn't gonna just replace. I mean, you might as well do it all while you're there. The tires aren't gonna get any cheaper, obviously, so do it all now and just be done with it. And it's a tax write-off, so. Anyhow, I'll pop these straps, and I gotta go down and get the key, and we'll get them unloaded. Okay, we got a pulled Mini and a 77 out of the way here, and hopefully I can stack them up against the back wall there, hopefully. We'll see if this thing will start. It ain't been run, well, damn near since the last video I made of it. I cannot believe how good this little thing starts. Like, for as long as it sat, it has no right to run this good for the little bit of work I did to it. Oil's cold. Oh. Hopefully it's not out of fuel. Because I don't remember how much fuel I put in it when I brought it up here. Let her run for a second. Wish there was lights up here. But the power was cut when we tore the house down. All them years ago. Okay, so these two, especially that, like when I say smash flat, I mean smash flat. I'm guessing they had it laying on its side with a smaller tire on top of it, and it just, that's the only thing I could come up with that would do that. And this one's about halfway around like that. So what we're gonna do here, and I'm gonna get everything unhooked. We're gonna go get the forklift, take these down to the shop, get them pried open, stick tubes inside them and inflate them and let them sit like that, so that when it finally comes time to put them on the tractor, they're re-rounded and we're not dealing with this mess. So we'll catch you at the shop. Okay, we'll start off on the easy partially open one, and then we'll go to the hard one. It wasn't too bad, I guess. Of course, that one being completely closed up is going to be a little bit more fun. There. That pressure on it, it ought to work itself back into shape eventually. to go too much. Don't really want to go too much more on it with it just being freestanding like that and have the tube do something stupid, but. And there we go. At least they're back round again. They're still a little goofy shaped, but they ought to work themselves back in after they get their memory, after they get that memory worked out of them. But it's going to be at least a couple months, or at least it's going to be a while before the weather gets good enough to be able to bring the 150 over here and think about doing all 8 tires anyhow, so they got time to set. But they're a damn good looking tire. I love the sidewall. I like what they did with the lugs. And the 45-degree bar. These things would probably be right at home in like a late 60s, early 70s, you know, era muscle tractor. Because that the 45-degree bar was still kind of a thing back in that time period. So anything with a 38-inch tire, it would kind of fit in. But I like that I care about just as much about looks on a tire as I do the quality of it. And I don't like a bunch of shit on the sidewall. I just like them nice and simple. And, you know, and this is nice. It just says Carlisle, the 18438, the ply rating, and then your obligatory warning bullshit that you got to have down there on it. But other than that, it's a pretty sparse sidewall. The tread looks good. I do like the tread on these tires, and they'll flatten out once you get them on the rim, and they actually can get a shape to them, so they'll look better when they're on the tractor. But they're not Firestones, but I also think the Firestones I was looking at were only 8 ply, so technically if 10 ply, these are a better tire. So anyhow, new shoes for the 150. But I guess get these things back up in the barn and get things put away and call her a night. So that's it for this one. We'll catch you guys on the next one.